Hi, everyone, and welcome to Chill Talk English. I'm Henry.
And I'm Emma. Today, we're talking about something we all do every day.
Daily routines can be confusing to describe in English, especially when you want to tell others about your day.
I remember trying to explain my morning routine to my foreign roommate. I said, I wake up, then I do breakfast, but she looked so confused.
Oh no, what happened?
She thought I was making breakfast while still sleeping. I should have said, I wake up, then I make breakfast.
I had a similar experience when I tried to describe my work schedule to a colleague from another country.
It's frustrating when you can't explain your daily life clearly in English.
That's why today we are going to help you with essential daily routine phrases.
These phrases will make talking about your day much smoother and more natural.
So why should you listen to today's episode? First, you'll feel more confident describing your routines.
Second, you'll learn practical phrases that you can use right away.
And third, you'll be ready for real-life conversations about daily life with friends.
These phrases can help you share your schedule with people from all over the world.
Learning English is like setting an alarm clock, one phrase at a time.
Today, we're adding some important time words to your daily language schedule.
With these phrases, you can go from I do things to I wake up at 7, then I eat breakfast. I remember when I was 22, I moved to a new country for work. I needed to explain my daily schedule to my new boss.
Oh no, did you know how to describe your routine?
Not really. I just said, I work all day, which wasn't very helpful. I should have been more specific.
That's why learning daily routine English is so important, even for young professionals.
Now I can help others who might struggle to explain their schedules.
I had a friend who missed important meetings because she couldn't explain her availability in English.
Was that difficult for her?
Very. She didn't know how to say, I'm busy until 3 p.m. It caused confusion with her colleagues.
That's exactly why we're creating this episode today, to help people like her.
Today, we'll cover 4 important daily routine situations.
First, we'll learn phrases for morning routines.
Second, we'll practice talking about work or school schedules.
Third, we'll learn useful phrases for evening routines.
And finally, we'll cover weekend activities.
Each section will have guided response, role plays, a short story, and guided practice.
We'll make it fun and easy so you can use these phrases in real life.
At the end, we have a quick quiz to test what you've learned.
Plus, we'll give you a challenge to practice using these phrases.
Make sure to listen carefully for our quick quiz at the end of the episode.
It's a fun way to check how much you've learned.
You might be surprised at how many phrases you remember.
It's like a little game to test your knowledge.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
That helps more people find Chill Talk English and learn with us.
You can also share this episode with friends who want to improve their English.
Let's get started with our first scene.
Scene 1. Morning routines. Guided response.
Welcome to our first scene. We're talking about how to describe your morning routine in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for talking about what you do in the morning.
First, when you wake up, you can say,
I wake up at 7 a.m.
or
I get up early.
when you prepare for the day, you can say,
I brush my teeth.
or
I take a shower.
when you eat breakfast, you can say,
I eat breakfast.
or
I have coffee.
when you get dressed, you can say,
I put on my clothes.
or
I get dressed.
when you leave home, you can say,
I go to work.
or.
I go to school.
Remember to use these words when you talk about your morning.
Excellent! These phrases will help you describe many morning activities.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now let's practice with a role play. I'll be the new roommate, and Emma will be the current roommate.
Good morning. You're up early today.
Yes, I wake up at 6 a.m. every day.
Wow. What do you do first?
I brush my teeth first. Then I take a shower.
Do you eat breakfast before work?
Yes, I eat breakfast at 6:30. I have coffee and toast.
What time do you go to work?
I go to work at 7:30. I put on my clothes at 7.
That's a very early routine. I wake up at 8.
I like having a quiet morning before work.
I understand. Everyone has different morning habits.
Yes, my routine helps me start the day well.
Have a good day at work.
Thank you. See you tonight. Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the morning routine phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story.
Our story today is called Anna's Early Morning.
Anna set her alarm for 6 a.m. with a mix of excitement and nervousness. It was her first day at her new job, and she wanted to make a good impression. Her stomach was full of butterflies as she prepared for the big day.
When the alarm rang, Anna immediately woke up. She didn't press snooze like she usually did. I wake up at 6 a.m. today, she said to herself with determination.
First, Anna went to the bathroom. I brush my teeth first thing. She remembered her mother's advice. The minty taste helped her feel more awake.
Next, she took a quick shower. I take a shower every morning, she thought. The warm water relaxed her tense muscles.
After drying off, Anna stood in front of her closet. I put on my best clothes for today, she decided, choosing a professional blue outfit.
In the kitchen, Anna made breakfast. I eat breakfast at 6:30, she said, preparing toast and coffee. She didn't want to be hungry at her new job.
As she ate, Anna checked her schedule. I go to work at 7:30, she reminded herself. She left home with plenty of time to spare.
On the bus, Anna felt her nerves fading. My morning routine helps me feel prepared, she thought with a smile.
When she arrived at her new workplace, Anna felt confident and ready. Her morning routine had set her up for success.
Did you hear the phrases, I wake up at 6 a.m., I brush my teeth, and I go to work? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. This time it's your turn. I'll say a phrase and you repeat after me. Remember to copy my pronunciation and intonation. Try saying it out loud yourself, pausing after you hear each phrase.
I wake up at 7 a.m.
I wake up at 7 a.m.
I get up early.
I get up early.
I brush my teeth.
I brush my teeth.
I take a shower.
I take a shower.
I eat breakfast.
I eat breakfast.
I have coffee.
I have coffee.
I put on my clothes.
I put on my clothes.
I get dressed.
I get dressed.
I go to work.
I go to work.
I go to school.
I go to school.
You're doing great. Try to imagine yourself doing these activities while you practice the phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about your own morning routine. It will help you remember them better. Scene 2. Work and school schedules. Guided response.
Welcome to our second scene. We're focusing on how to describe your work or school schedule in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for talking about your daily schedule.
First, when you start your day, you can say,
I start work at 9 a.m.
or
My classes begin at 8.
when you take breaks, you can say,
I have a lunch break.
or
I rest for 30 minutes.
when you finish tasks, you can say,
I finish my work at 5.
or
I complete my assignments.
when you have meetings, you can say,
I have a meeting at 2.
or
I attend a conference.
when your day ends, you can say,
I finish at 6 p.m.
or
I go home late today.
remember to use these words when you talk about your work or school day.
Excellent. These phrases will help you describe many different schedules.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now let's practice with a role play. I'll be the new employee and Emma will be the team leader.
Welcome to the team. What time do you start work?
I start work at 9 a.m. every day.
Good. Do you have a lunch break?
Yes, I have a lunch break from 12 to 1.
Perfect. When do you finish your work?
I finish at 5 p.m. usually.
Today, you have a meeting at 2. Will you attend?
Yes, I attend the meeting. I complete my assignments before then.
Great. What time do you go home?
I go home at 5:30 today. I have an errand to run.
No problem. Just make sure you're back tomorrow on time.
I understand. My schedule is flexible sometimes.
We're glad to have you on the team.
Thank you. I'm excited to work here. Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the schedule phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story.
Our story today is called Carlos's First Week.
Carlos walked nervously into his new classroom on Monday morning. It was his first week at the international school, and his schedule was different from what he was used to. His palms were sweaty as he looked for his seat.
I start classes at 8 a.m., Carlos thought, checking his schedule. My first class is English. He sat down just as the teacher walked in.
Good morning, everyone, the teacher smiled. Welcome to English class. Today we have a special activity.
Carlos felt his heart beat faster. I have a lunch break at 12, he reminded himself. I can rest then.
During the morning, Carlos worked hard on his assignments. I complete my exercises quickly, he thought proudly.
At lunchtime, Carlos sat with some new classmates. I eat lunch with friends now, he said with a smile.
In the afternoon, Carlos had a surprise. I have a meeting with the principal at 2, his teacher told him.
Carlos nodded nervously. I attend the meeting, he said, though he wasn't sure what to expect.
The meeting went well, and the principal welcomed him to the school. I finish classes at 3:30 today, Carlos noted in his schedule.
As the final bell rang, Carlos felt more confident. My schedule is busy but interesting, he thought.
On his way home, Carlos made a plan. I go home at 4, then I study for tomorrow, he decided.
That night, Carlos felt excited about his second day. I start again at 8 a.m., he said to himself with a new sense of belonging.
Carlos realized that with clear phrases, he could explain his schedule to anyone who asked.
Did you hear the phrases, I start work at 9 a.m., I have a lunch break, and I finish at 6 p.m.? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now, let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. Your turn. I'll say each phrase and you copy me. Focus on the rhythm and tone. Pause and speak out loud after each phrase.
I start work at 9 a.m.
I start work at 9 a.m.
My classes begin at 8.
My classes begin at 8.
I have a lunch break.
I have a lunch break.
I rest for 30 minutes.
I rest for 30 minutes.
I finish my work at 5.
I finish my work at 5.
I complete my assignments.
I complete my assignments.
I have a meeting at 2.
I have a meeting at 2.
I attend a conference.
I attend a conference.
I finish at 6 p.m.
I go home late today. I go home late today.
You're doing great. Try to imagine a typical work or school day while you practice these phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about how you would describe your own schedule to someone. Scene 3. Evening routines. Guided response.
Welcome to our third scene. We're focusing on how to describe your evening routine in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for talking about what you do in the evening.
First, when you return home, you can say,
I get home at 6 p.m.
or
I arrive home late.
when you prepare for the next day, you can say,
I prepare my clothes.
or
I pack my bag.
when you eat dinner, you can say,
I eat dinner.
or
I cook a meal.
when you relax, you can say,
I watch TV.
or
I read a book.
when you go to bed, you can say,
I go to bed at 10.
or
I sleep early tonight.
remember to use these words when you talk about your evening.
Excellent. These phrases will help you describe many evening activities.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now let's practice with a role play. I'll be the roommate and Emma will be the other roommate.
You're home early today. What time did you get back?
I get home at 5 p.m. today. I finished work early.
Nice. Did you prepare your clothes for tomorrow?
Yes, I prepare my clothes on Sunday nights. I pack my bag every evening.
What time do you eat dinner?
I eat dinner at 6:30. I cook a simple meal tonight.
Do you relax after dinner?
Yes, I watch TV for an hour, then I read a book.
What time do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 10 p.m. usually. I sleep early on work nights.
That's a good routine. Mine is more relaxed.
Everyone has different evening habits. What's your routine?
I get home later, then I eat late. I go to bed at 11.
We have different schedules, but we live well together.
Yes, that's the beauty of sharing a place.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the evening routine phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story. Our story today is called Lily's Evening Wind Down.
Lily unlocked her apartment door with a sigh of relief. It had been a long day at work, and her shoulders were tight with stress. As she stepped inside, she immediately felt the tension begin to melt away.
I get home at 6 p.m. every day, Lily said to herself, kicking off her shoes. The familiar comfort of her home wrapped around her like a warm blanket.
First, Lily went to the kitchen. I eat dinner at 6:30, she thought, heating up leftovers from last night. While the food warmed, she changed into comfortable clothes.
After eating, Lily relaxed on the couch. I watch TV for a little while, she decided, turning on a light comedy show. The laughter helped her forget about work stress.
At 8 p.m., Lily closed her laptop. I pack my bag for tomorrow, she said, organizing her work materials and lunch. Being prepared helped her sleep better.
Next, Lily picked up a book. I read before bed, she whispered, enjoying the quiet of her evening routine.
As the clock approached 10, Lily felt sleepy. I go to bed at 10 p.m., she said, setting her alarm for the next day.
Under the covers, Lily thought about her day. I sleep well when I follow my routine, she murmured, already drifting off.
The next morning, Lily woke up feeling refreshed. Her evening ritual had helped her rest well and start the day with energy.
Did you hear the phrases, I get home at 6 p.m., I eat dinner, and I go to bed at 10? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. Now it's all yours. Copy my words and my intonation. Speak aloud after each phrase, just like in real conversation.
I get home at 6 p.m.
I get home at 6 p.m.
I arrive home late.
I arrive home late.
I prepare my clothes.
I prepare my clothes.
I pack my bag.
I pack my bag.
I eat dinner.
I eat dinner.
I cook a meal.
I cook a meal.
I watch TV.
I watch TV.
I read a book.
I read a book.
I go to bed at 10.
I sleep early tonight.
I sleep early tonight.
You're doing great. Try to imagine your own evening while you practice these phrases. Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about how you feel during your evening activities. It will help you remember them better. Scene 4. Weekend Activities. Guided Response.
Welcome to our fourth and final scene. We're focusing on how to describe your weekend activities in English.
Let's learn some useful phrases for talking about what you do on weekends.
First, when you have free time, you can say,
I have free time on Saturday.
or
I don't work on weekends.
when you go out, you can say,
I go shopping.
or
I visit friends.
when you stay home, you can say,
I stay home.
or
I relax at home.
when you do hobbies, you can say,
I play sports.
or
I practice my hobby.
when the weekend ends, you can say,
The weekend is short.
or
I go back to work on Monday.
remember to use these words when you talk about your weekends.
Excellent. These phrases will help you describe many weekend activities.
Let's move on to some role plays to see how these phrases work in real conversations.
Role play. Now let's practice with a role play. I'll be the friend and Emma will be the other friend.
What are your plans for this weekend?
I have free time on Saturday. I don't work on weekends.
Great. Do you go out or stay home?
I go shopping on Saturday morning. Then I visit friends in the afternoon.
That sounds fun. What about Sunday?
I stay home on Sunday. I relax at home and read books.
Do you have any hobbies you practice?
Yes, I play sports on weekends. I practice tennis every Sunday.
Nice. I like to visit museums on weekends.
The weekend is short but enjoyable. I go back to work on Monday.
Yes, weekends help us rest before the work week starts.
Everyone has different weekend activities. What's your routine?
I go to the park on Saturday. I cook special meals on Sunday.
We have different but nice weekend plans.
Yes, variety makes life interesting.
Have a great weekend.
You too. See you on Monday.
Great job with the role plays. Let's move on.
Up next, we have a short story. As you listen, try to notice how the weekend activity phrases you just learned appear naturally in the story.
Our story today is called Mark's Saturday Adventure.
Mark woke up with a smile on Saturday morning. He didn't set an alarm and stretched lazily in bed. I have free time today, he thought with excitement. It was his favorite day of the week.
After a slow breakfast, Mark got ready to go out. I go shopping this morning, he said to himself, putting on his comfortable shoes.
At the market, Mark browsed the colorful stalls. I visit friends later, he remembered, buying a small gift for his afternoon plans.
After shopping, Mark met his friend Tom at a cafe. I don't work on weekends, Tom said, sipping his coffee. That's why I love Saturdays.
They laughed and talked for hours. I stay home on Sundays, Mark explained. Today is for going out.
In the afternoon, they went to the park. I play sports here sometimes, Tom said, pointing to the tennis courts.
Mark watched people playing and felt relaxed. I practice photography on weekends, he said, taking out his phone to capture the beautiful afternoon light.
As the sun began to set, Mark felt content. The weekend is short, he thought, but I enjoy every moment.
On his way home, Mark made a plan for Sunday. I relax at home tomorrow, he decided. I read books and cook my favorite meal.
Back in his apartment, Mark smiled at his reflection in the mirror. I go back to work on Monday, he reminded himself, but first I'll enjoy this weekend to the fullest.
Mark felt grateful for his weekend routine and looked forward to his next adventure.
Did you hear the phrases, I have free time on Saturday, I go shopping, and I stay home? Try to remember how they were used.
Great listening. Now, let's take those same phrases and practice saying them together. It's time for some shadowing practice, where you can repeat the phrases after us.
Shadowing practice. Repeat after me. I'll model each phrase. Pause, then say it with confidence, just like you're speaking to a real person.
I have free time on Saturday.
I have free time on Saturday.
I don't work on weekends.
I don't work on weekends.
I go shopping.
I go shopping.
I visit friends.
I visit friends.
I stay home.
I stay home.
I relax at home.
I relax at home.
I play sports.
I play sports.
I practice my hobby.
I practice my hobby.
The weekend is short.
The weekend is short.
I go back to work on Monday.
I go back to work on Monday.
You're doing great. Try to imagine your own weekend activities while you practice these phrases.
Excellent work. When you practice these phrases, think about how you feel during your weekend. It will help you remember them better. Now, let's move on to the vocabulary and phrase breakdown. We'll go over some important words and phrases from these scenes.
Wake up. To stop sleeping and become awake. Example, I wake up at 7 a.m. every day.
Get home. To arrive at your house after being out. Example, I get home from work at 6 p.m.
Have free time. To not have any work or obligations. Example, I have free time on weekends.
Go shopping. to visit stores to buy things. Example, I go shopping on Saturdays.
Stay home, to remain at your house. Example, I stay home on Sundays and relax.
Now, let's test your understanding with a quick quiz.
We'll ask you some questions about real daily routine situations. Listen carefully and choose the best answer. Check if your answer is correct with the answers given in the comments section of this video. Ready? Let's start.
Question 1. What do you say when you stop sleeping in the morning?
Options: A, I go to bed.
B. I wake up.
C, I eat breakfast.
Question 2. How do you say you arrive at your house after being out?
Options: A, I leave home.
B. I get home.
C, I go to work.
Question 3. What phrase do you use when you don't have any work?
Options: A, I have a meeting.
B. I have free time.
C, I finish my work.
Question 4. How do you describe visiting stores to buy things?
Options: A, I stay home.
B. I go shopping.
C, I visit friends.
Question 5. What do you say when you remain at your house?
Options: A, I go out.
B. I stay home.
C, I go to bed.
Great work, everyone! Let's do a quick recap of what we learned.
Wow, what a journey we've had today. From morning routines to weekend activities, we've learned so many useful daily routine phrases.
That's right. Now you know how to describe your morning, work or school day, evening, and weekend with confidence.
We also practiced role plays, stories, and shadowing so you can use these phrases in real daily situations.
Remember, learning English is like setting an alarm clock, one phrase at a time. And today, we added many time-related words to your daily language schedule.
Next time you talk about your day, you won't be limited to I do things. You'll have a whole range of specific phrases to choose from.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Chill Talk English. Keep practicing, keep scheduling, and get ready for smooth daily conversations.
Before we finish, we have a listener challenge for you.
We want you to post a short comment describing your daily routine using 2 phrases you learned today. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m., then I go to work at 8.
It's a great way to practice what you've learned and share with other learners.
Let's quickly recap the key phrases we've learned so far.
For mornings, I wake up at, and I eat breakfast.
For work or school, I start work at, and I finish at. For evenings, I get home at, and I go to bed.
For weekends, I have free time on weekends, and I go shopping or visit friends.
These phrases will help you share your daily schedule with confidence and clarity.
Thanks for joining us today on Chill Talk English. We hope you found these daily routine phrases helpful.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.
You can also share this episode with friends who want to improve their English.
Next time, we'll be talking about English for weather and seasons.
Until then, keep practicing your English every day. Remember, small steps lead to big progress.
Goodbye, everyone, and have a great day.